Like I had mentioned, I don't want these videos to be platform specific, but if a topic or idea comes to my mind, I'm going to share it. So I want this to be a community for both marketers and service providers, people who just want to do like good business as well. I think this is more of just like mindset stuff, but one thing to really think about, I would say, is your ability to see the mechanism as a whole, to understand your total net profit, to understand your efficiency for that snapshot in time. So, if you want, we want to use current periods. So for whatever you close at for like the month, that's reality for you. And I think understanding the total number and then drilling down is very beneficial. Starting with the bottom line, really thinking at the margin. So for example, one of my businesses, I'm at like a 30% margin. And once I've learned to accept that it's likely that as I scale, I will probably stay at, or maybe even go a little bit below 30%. But as long as my total cash is growing, right? So total cash, so total profit, dollars, not just percentages. That's just something I have to tell my mind, because I feel my ego right now saying, I wish I could get this 30 to 50. How on earth, and that's really hard to do, how on earth can I fix my profit margin percentage? And I'm realizing that I'm not focusing on scale. I'm not thinking about volume. I'm not thinking about the cash increase. So as I increase the top line revenue into my business at, let's say, even goes down a little bit, 25%, would that increase in revenue generate me more cash than I did that prior period? And then I will consider the percentages and the efficiency scores behind it. But was I able to make myself more cash? I think that when you think with those principles, and even if you're a contractor, you don't have to be selling consumer products. You can think to yourself, did taking on these clients result in more cash for the business, or was there more strain? And then my entire agency operating costs, let's say that we focused on hiring people out and that took us from 55%, now we're all the way down to like 40 to 45% profit margins. And that's what just happened. That was an expensive quarter. We're messing with the margins here. I think that you got to take a step back, and beyond cash in that example, you have to think, is my business more efficient? Did I delegate those tasks properly to where there's the division of labor? That's a reference to Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations, very great book. Is there a better division of labor? Meaning, is my life easier? Are my managers' lives easier and more efficient? Is there more internal happiness because there's less task pileup per person? I think that's a success. I'm willing to give a little bit of margin for that. And then this goes back to cash. The fact that we're scaling our infrastructure, are we going to be able to take on more clients now that will eventually, let's say we give ourselves a 6 to 12 month period of time, is that able to generate us more cash? And that's what I would want to see. The detail in what I've found in 5 years of quantitative research and researching, like best practices and whatever, I found that it's paying attention to the subtle detail, paying attention to that little nuance, that little change that you want to observe, your observable variable. You want to make sure you keep an eye on it over an extended period of time, not just the next day, not just the next week. I want to see what it does in 6 months from now. And I want to weight that change. And I want to see a positive delta. So that's a quick video. We're coming around to the 5-minute mark. So I'll see you guys in the next one.